Sit down, shut the door, turn off the notifications on that device you are addicted to, the one that is currently spying on you and selling your attention for fractions of a penny. We need to have a conversation, and it is not going to be a pleasant one. In fact, if you have any ego left, what I am about to say is going to hurt. It is going to feel like a physical assault on your worldview. Good. That pain is the only thing that proves you are still alive inside that cubicle you call a life. You think you made it, don't you? You finally hit that magic number, the 6 figures. $100,000 a year. You saw that extra zero hit your direct deposit, and for a fleeting moment, you felt like a king. You thought you had escaped the gravity of poverty. You thought you were joining the elite. You went out and celebrated. Maybe you leased that German car you have been eyeing since college. Maybe you upgraded to the apartment with the quartz countertops and the stainless steel appliances that beep when you touch them. You walked into the office or logged on to Zoom with your chest puffed out, feeling like a high-value asset. You are a fool. You are a rat in a tuxedo. You are drowning, and you are smiling because the water is warm. Let me break this down for you with the brutality that only a billionaire who has escaped the matrix can afford to use. $100,000 today is a joke. It is a lie wrapped in nostalgia. It is a psychological anchor point from 2010 that the system uses to keep you docile while they strip mine your future. You are operating on outdated software. Your brain is calibrated to a version of the economy that died over a decade ago. You are chasing a ghost. Let's look at the scene. It is 2010. You walk into a grocery store with $100. You walk out with 2 overflowing carts. You could feed a family of 4 for a week, maybe 2. You put gas in your tank for $2.70 a gallon. You look at housing. A decent 3-bedroom house in a respectable suburb costs $200,000. Maybe $250,000 if you wanted the fancy landscaping. If you made $100,000 in 2010, you were the king of the cul-de-sac. You had discretionary income. You could save. You could invest. You were actually building wealth. Now, snap back to the present. Look at your life. You walk into Whole Foods today with $100. What do you get? A bag of organic almonds, a piece of salmon the size of a playing card, a bottle of kombucha to soothe your ulcer, and a sense of existential dread. That is it. That is your $100. Gone. Vaporized. You go to the gas pump, and you watch the numbers spin faster than a slot machine in Vegas, draining your bank account for the privilege of driving to a job you hate. But here is where the real horror show begins. It is not just the price of eggs or milk. That is what the news talks about to distract you. That is CPI, the Consumer Price Index, which is a manipulated, massaged, and fraudulent metric designed by bureaucrats to gaslight you into thinking things are fine. I am talking about the real inflation, the asset inflation, the cost of entry into the middle class. Let's do the napkin math. I want you to visualize this because numbers do not lie. Only people do. You make $100,000. The first person to congratulate you is the IRS. Before that money even touches your sweaty palms, the government takes its cut to pay for wars you do not support, an infrastructure that is crumbling beneath your wheels. Federal tax, state tax, FICA, Medicare, Social Security. Boom. You are instantly down to roughly $70,000, give or take, depending on which state you are enslaved in. If you are in New York or California, God help you, you are looking at $65,000. So you have roughly $5,800 a month hitting your account. That sounds okay, right? Wrong. Now comes the housing market. In 2010, the median rent was manageable. Today, in any city where you can actually earn six figures, a one-bedroom apartment, not a mansion, a box in the sky where you can hear your neighbor flush the toilet, costs nearly $3,000. $3,000. That is more than half of your take-home pay gone just to have a roof over your head so you do not freeze to death. But you are a premium poor, aren't you? You have standards. You are not going to take the bus. No, you need a car. But not just any car. You need an SUV because marketing executives convinced you that you are an adventurer, even though the only jungle you navigate is the drive-thru at Starbucks. You signed a lease, $700 a month, plus insurance, which has skyrocketed because repair costs are insane. Another $200. Gas? Another $200. We are at $4,100 in fixed expenses. You have $1,700 left. That's plenty, you scream. Is it? Really? You have student loans, don't you? Of course you do. You bought a degree that is virtually worthless in the marketplace for the price of a small house. That is another $500 a month. You have a phone bill, internet, utilities, subscriptions, Netflix, Hulu, Spotify, Amazon Prime, the gym membership you never use but keep just in case. That is another $400. You have $800 left for the entire month. That is $26 a day. $26 a day. That is your wealth. That is your six-figure lifestyle. You are one blown tire, one medical emergency, one surprise vet bill away from credit card debt. And once you touch that plastic, once you enter the world of 25% interest rates, the trap snaps shut. You are done. You are simply financial beef cattle grazing in the field of debt, waiting to be slaughtered by the banks. This is the cognitive dissonance radicalization I need you to understand. The system has played a trick on your mind. They kept the number the same, 100,000, but they devalued the currency underneath it. It is like they kept the size of the candy bar wrapper the same, but shrank the chocolate inside by 50%, and you are still eating it, smiling, telling everyone how delicious it is, while you starve to death. Why is this happening? Because of the money printer. Since 2020, the Federal Reserve has printed nearly 40% of all US dollars in existence. Think about that. Nearly half of the money that has ever existed in the history of this nation was created in the last few years. When you print more money, the money you already have becomes worth less. It is supply and demand. It is basic economics that they do not teach you in school because they need you to be stupid. They need you to be a good little consumer who focuses on the monthly payment instead of the total cost. You are fighting a war against a silent enemy, monetary debasement, while you are working harder, hustling, grinding, doing your little side hustles. The value of your labor is melting like an ice cube in an oven. You are running up a down escalator, and what do you do to cope? This is the most pathetic part. You engage in dopamine arbitrage. You feel poor, so you buy things to look rich. You buy the branded clothes. You go to the expensive brunch on Sunday to post a picture on Instagram, so your friends, who are also broke, think you are doing well. You trade your future freedom for a moment of validation from strangers. You wear the golden handcuffs, but you polish them so much they look like jewelry. This is the essence of the premium poor. You have the latest iPhone, but no emergency fund. You have a leased BMW, but zero assets. You have a high credit score, which is just a good doggy badge from the bank saying you are efficient at generating profit for them, but you have no net worth. The math is hidden because it is uncomfortable. If you calculate the real inflation rate using the methodology from 1980, inflation is not 3% or 4%. It is double digits. That means if you did not get a 15% raise this year, you actually took a pay cut. Did you get a 15% raise? No? Then you are poorer today than you were yesterday. Let's talk about the specific mechanics of this theft. Let's talk about the Cantillon effect. When the government prints money, who gets it first? The banks, the hedge funds, the mega corporations. They get the fresh cash and they use it to buy hard assets, houses, stocks, gold, land. They buy these assets at the old prices. By the time that money trickles down to you in the form of your stagnant salary, prices have already risen. You are the last to touch the money, so you pay the highest price. You are the bag holder for the entire global economy, and you sit there in your cubicle thinking, if I just work harder, I'll get to 120,000 and then I'll be fine? No, you won't. Because by the time you get there, the goalpost will have moved to 200,000. It is a carrot on a stick, and you are the donkey. Look at housing again. This is the ultimate betrayal. In the 1950s, a single income could support a family, buy a house, a car, and save for retirement. Today, you need 2 six-figure incomes just to compete for a starter home in a safe neighborhood. The American dream has been privatized, packaged, and sold back to you as a subscription service. You will own nothing, and you will be happy? No, you will own nothing, and you will be stressed out of your mind, popping Xanax to sleep because the math in your head doesn't add up. You need to understand the concept of toxic leverage. The entire system is designed to force you to leverage your future labor to pay for present consumption. Student loans are a bet that your future self will earn enough to pay off the debt plus interest. A mortgage is a bet. A car note is a bet. You are short-selling your own life. You are selling hours of your life that you haven't even lived yet to a bank. If you are earning $100,000 today, you are essentially earning what $50,000 was in 2010. Think about the lifestyle of someone making 50 grand back then. It was modest. It was okay, but it wasn't wealthy. That is where you are. But your ego refuses to accept it. You refuse to live like a $50,000 earner. You insist on living like the $100,000 earner of the past. And that gap between reality and your delusion is filled with debt. And let's not forget the shadow inflation of quality. The shrinkflation. The shirt you buy today falls apart in 3 months. The appliances are designed to break in 5 years. The food is filled with fillers and corn syrup because it is cheaper. So not only does your dollar buy less, but what it does buy is garbage. You are paying premium prices for landfill. So, what is the exit? How do you escape this slaughterhouse? First, you must kill the premium poor inside you. You have to stop caring what other rats think of your cage. You have to embrace a level of radical austerity that will make your friends uncomfortable. You drive that old car until the wheels fall off. You cook your own meals. You cancel the subscriptions. You stop trying to look rich and start trying to be free. You need to understand that cash is trash. Saving money in a savings account is losing money. You are guaranteed to lose purchasing power. You must convert your labor into hard assets immediately. I am not a financial advisor. I am the CEO of Rats. And I am telling you that if you hold dollars, you are holding melting ice cubes. You need things that the government cannot print more of. Real estate, gold. Bitcoin. Profitable businesses. You need to be on the side of the equation that benefits from inflation, not the side that gets crushed by it. You need to increase your income, not by 5%, but by 50%, 100%. You cannot budget your way out of a currency collapse. You need to earn more, and you need to decouple your time from your money. If you are trading hours for dollars, you will lose. The math is rigged against you. You need mental sovereignty. You need to wake up and realize that the game is fixed. The score is 100,000, but the points don't matter anymore. Look at your bank account right now. Look at your credit card statement. Does it make you feel powerful? Or does it make you feel like a servant? If you owe money, you are a servant. You are working for the bank. You wake up early, fight traffic, deal with your idiot boss, and endure stress, all to send a check to a bank that creates money out of thin air. This is the cold, hard truth. $100,000 is the new working class. It is the new just getting by. If you want to be free, if you want to escape the rat race, you need to recalibrate your targets. You need to stop celebrating mediocrity. You need to stop letting the system pat you on the head and give you a cookie while they steal your wallet. Are you angry yet? Good. Use that anger. Do not just click off this video and go watch a cat video to numb the pain. Let it burn. Let the realization that you have been scammed settle in your bones. The $100,000 salary is a participation trophy in the Olympics of poverty. It is a golden cage, but it is still a cage. Now, go to the comments. I want you to write one phrase so I know who actually listened and who is just a mindless zombie scrolling through life. Write, paper hands burn. Write it. Tell the algorithm that you are awake. Tell the other rats that you see the fire. Kill the rat inside you today. Stop valuing yourself in their dying currency. Build your own fortress, because winter isn't coming. Winter is already here, and you are standing outside in a t-shirt because you thought you were rich. Wake up. The math doesn't care about your feelings. And neither do I.